up? It's your girl Rajanae. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, if this is your first time here, welcome my baby. Okay, God brought you here for a reason, so you should subscribe so you can become part of Rajanation. Okay, but yes, without further ado, before we get to the video, I almost forgot, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, of course, but YouTube has that new feature where you get to like hype the video so that it pushes the video out more to more audiences. Yeah, that would help your girl a lot. Thank you. Today, also, let me just put that out there, okay, since we're getting straight into the video. Okay, if you're new here and you have no idea who I am, hi my baby. Okay, my name is Rajanae. Obviously I do content and stuff on here. I'm going to be talking about some other things that I want to get to on this channel as well, but I also am an entrepreneur, an aspiring full-time entrepreneur, but also a sports media personality. So if you want to follow my Instagram page and subscribe to my sports media platform at Courtside with Rajanae, go do that too, okay, so I can have some sports baddies in the building, some sport brothers, you know. Okay, for real, let's get to the video. Okay, so as you know, this is a life update. Okay, I feel like it's been like 5 months or so, I think, since I did my last life update video. I think that's a hard 5, but don't count me on that, okay? Don't count me on that, but I think it was like 5 months since I did like a life update, and here I am with another one, because life be lifing. So without further ado, let's get into some things that's been happening and going on in my life. Let's start with the elephant in the room. My birthday was on October 15th. Okay, Libra season, the best season out there. Duh. Anyways, it was October 15th, and I don't really like telling my age and whatnot, because I don't know, I kind of like a little bit of a mystery. Plus, people be thinking that I'm younger than what I actually am, so I just love seeing their face when they actually realize I'm not the age that they thought I was. So we'll be getting into that necessarily, but your girl is 20 fine, because your girl is fine. Okay, you could take that as 25 or 29, that's up to you. But there was actually a girl at work today that thought I was 20, so that's even better. But anyways, your girl's birthday was October 15th, and it's so crazy because like even like a couple of weeks before my birthday, I got like hella emotional, and I couldn't even understand why. Like I was literally driving, doing orders, and I just started crying. What the heck? I'm not even gonna lie, like before I recorded this video I was crying. So yeah, I think it's because now that your girl's birthday was a couple weeks ago, or like a week or 2 ago and whatnot, and it's like I'm getting more grown, you know what I mean? Like it seems like I'm stepping into a whole other new era and whatnot, which I am. Okay, I just feel like I've been getting a lot more emotional, and it's hard to explain because I really don't know why I've been so emotional lately. Like I was even emotional last night, I believe. So it's like I don't know what's going on with me, but nonetheless, you know, your girl's getting a little more mature. So your girl's really trying to get her life together. I'm trying to take care of myself more because I want to become the better version of myself, not just like mentally and all that, but physically with my body. So your girl's gonna be having a whole new little skincare, okay, my fitness routine, okay, my hair, all of that. Like, as you know, if you follow me on Instagram, your girl's been getting her hair done, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more than usual, a little bit more than usual, but I'm trying to keep that consistent, you know. I'm trying to do a whole little maintenance thing going on, so I'm trying to work on that. But yeah, like I feel like now that I'm getting like a little bit older, like I'm definitely, getting into this whole new era. So maybe that's why I'm a bit emotional, but nonetheless, I am grateful and thankful that I'm just here to see another year, here to experience another day. What a true blessing, you know? Okay, another life update. Let's see what's next, because this has been the thing that's been actually pissing me off. As you guys know, but if you didn't know because you're new here, your girl has been doing DoorDash and Uber Eats as a side hustle on the side. Okay, don't be sleeping on the side hustles. But recently, DoorDash has deactivated my account. Yes, you heard me. DoorDash has been they deactivated my account, and this is crazy because I could have sworn like a week ago or some days ago I saw somebody on Threads, I want to say, sit there and have a screenshot of them saying that DoorDash deactivated their account. And I remember just kind of looking like, what the heck, you know what I'm saying? But like, I kind of let it go in one ear and out the other, you know, like I really didn't pay it no mind, right? Because obviously it wasn't me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of scrolling through like, what the heck? And then a couple of days later it happens to me, and I'm like, what? Now granted, okay, let me tell you some things. Like if you do Uber and DoorDash, I'm pretty sure you know the differences, the similarities. Okay, I honestly feel like DoorDash and Uber are competing with each other. Let's just be real. When I first moved out here to Houston last year, that's what I was doing. Like I was doing DoorDash and everything, and I wasn't doing Uber, I think, until I actually like got here a little bit afterwards. But it was just like, I don't remember like DoorDash I think they had it hourly, but at the same time I don't remember if they did or not. And eventually DoorDash got hella slow for me, and it was just like I was tired of being on DoorDash, and the area that I was living in at the time, it was just always dead, and I never got orders over there. So I moved to Uber, and then eventually I moved back to DoorDash, so I was doing both. And so like the thing with DoorDash is like, what I don't like is like they do this whole thing now, this is new, where they got you kind of doing tiers at this point. So it's just like if you want to get priority orders and high paying orders and all this other stuff, like the first tier, you have to at least have your acceptance rate be like 30%. And then after that, like the second tier would be like 50, and then I guess so forth. But it's just like, you know, me, like my mom and my stepdad, we all do it. So it's just kind of weird because like my stepdad, who's the most competitive, because you know he gonna do the most and really try to set the bar, you know what I mean? He was at like 60 or 65, and it was just like there was no point because they would still give you BS orders, not the priority ones that they kept trying to like push out there and say that you would get. So it's like, what's really the point? You know what I mean? That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. Like I don't know why we moved to that or why they got that as a new system, but I can't stand it. But what I do like that they have done is like they kind of like have like little dots like on the Uber app where they're kind of like orange, yellow, or red depending on like how busy it is, and you can see where the busiest areas are, so you can kind of just drive over there, you know what I mean, and get as much orders as you can. That I do like. But what I've noticed that DoorDash has been doing is just like they went back to doing hourly, I guess, because like I said, I could have sworn they did, but they went back to doing hourly. My stepdad was telling me to do hourly, and I was like, what the heck, because I didn't get that feature yet, but he did. And it's like this little hourglass that's like on the bottom of the screen, and like if you tap on it and it turns green, that means you're doing hourly. So you would get paid like 13 or like 13.50 an hour, like doing orders, you know. And I felt like that was the quickest way for me to be getting some coins, you know, because like when you do hourly on Uber, like they be taking you, listen, they be taking you to Louisiana at this point, like it's ridiculous. But you know what I mean, like hourly on Uber, like if you skip 2 times, like they take you off the hourly and you go back to just doing like by pay and not by hour. But with DoorDash, the thing with them that irked me and kind of got on my nerves, and I didn't like it, maybe that's why my account got deactivated, I'm not sure, but when you skip, I think at least twice on DoorDash, and you're doing hourly, they block you from like doing orders for like a whole hour. That's hourly and just by pay. Like they won't let you do DoorDash for an hour, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's the quickest way for somebody to like get rid of DoorDash and go back to Uber, because like what sense does that make? So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of cheating the system. So for me not to sit there and have them block me so that I won't work for an hour and I'm doing hourly, if there was an order that came up and I didn't want it or whatever the case may be, like I would like take the order but then like unassign it. I don't know if that was something I was supposed to be doing, but I would unassign it, because it's just like, I'm not about to decline another time for you to block me and then I can't work for an hour. I don't know why they would even do something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, like I didn't get any type of complaints or anything like that. And then one day, like I had got an email that said that they were deactivating my account, and I was so confused. The email had said that my completion rate was under 90%, and when I looked on the app, it was like at 79. So I'm like, are you kidding me? You full on deactivated my account when I really could have been at 90. Like it wouldn't have been nothing to get to 90%. Like I was literally almost there, not even halfway there, and you deactivated my account. Like, and then like I saw on the app that there was like some type of violation that I just now saw. Like I don't know when I had gotten that violation, but I had just saw that I had got a violation about how one order that I had picked it up late and then I dropped it off late, and I don't remember when that order happened, because prior to me seeing it, that order was like a week ago or something like that. But it's just like, are we serious? Like if we could be completely honest, okay, there are times, and that's another thing I like about Uber that I wish that's another thing I like about DoorDash that I wish Uber kind of did, and it was like easier to like navigate, was like if you get an order, you can see when the order would be ready, and then when you pick it up, then you can see when the customer is expecting the order. I feel like with Uber, they don't really do that unless you tap like the 3 lines or something like that, instead of it automatically popping up on the screen. But DoorDash also started doing that too, where it was just like however many orders that you do and how much money that you make, it shows up on the top of the screen like how Uber does. So as you can see, they're kind of like competing against each other, you know what I'm saying? But like with the hourly and whatnot, like I was just starting to do it, and I was starting to like trying to figure out getting my bag and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But they deactivated my account, and then I tried to appeal it so I could fight for it, you know what I'm saying? And then they said that it was going to take like 7 days or so due to the high volume or high like demand of, like, I guess there's a lot of people that are getting their accounts deactivated and they're like trying to appeal it. So that's why they told me that it would take like 7 days maybe, and like don't keep putting in an appeal, because then it might just push your appeal back. So I only did it one time and then waited, and it didn't even take the full 7 days. Like I think I found out the next day, and they still said based off my reason behind like me trying to fight my account, they were still going to deactivate it. So I had money on there that I was that I was planning on finishing out throughout the weekend to see how far I could go or how much more I could make, but they deactivated my account before I even had the chance. So they're supposed to be cashing out the money that I made, and then I can't use it. So I'm gonna be expecting that tomorrow, hopefully, because if not, they will definitely be hearing from me. But yeah, it seems like I can't get back on DoorDash, or I can't try to fight back my account or get my account back until 90 days. So there's that. So your girl lost one form of income, because that was one of the things that I was using to be paying for the next thing I'm about to talk about. Your girl is going back to school. Yes. And so DoorDash was a part of like my form of income of me paying to go to school, because I still got a bill for school, and it's kind of a lot, not a lot, but it's a lot. So you know what I mean, I was trying to like pay it on the way and whatnot, and I had lost that form of income. Thanks, DoorDash. But yeah, your girl is going back to school. I actually will be starting today, actually, in a couple of hours. I'm going to be going to school for dental assisting. Yeah, let me tell you something. Along the way, beforehand, I was actually going to go to school. Well, it was a whole process, because I would have went to UH, but that's a whole nother, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that because that's a lot. But before this, I was actually gonna go to school for pharmacy tech, but no. First of all, your girl is not good at math, so I don't even know why I thought that that was cute. I don't even know why I thought that was a good idea. But I thought that it would be, you know, I thought it'd be easy, not like easy like I could slack off type situation, because no, that don't work like that. But you know, still easy enough where it's like I'm in healthcare, but I'm not like heavily in healthcare, because I can't do that. But you know what I'm saying, like I thought that could be my vibe. And so like there was like a school that I was going to where you would have to take a couple of tests first before you actually get into the program. The logic test I was passing, but the math test I was not passing. I think you had to take it 3 times before you have to sit there and pick another program or something like that, and I failed all 3 times. And I cried about it. So yeah, I realized that maybe that just was not for me. The fact that I did it 3 times and failed, maybe God was like, baby girl, no, that's not you. And I'm like, okay, I can accept that. I can accept that maybe that's just not for me. So really it was the option between a pharmacy tech or a dental assisting. And if I can be completely honest, because I never know who's watching my videos, there could be other young girls or other ladies that are watching my videos and kind of need that the little inspiration. To be honest, like it's just been so hard like trying to figure this thing out, because me, like I'm such a creative individual. I would rather be an entrepreneur, work for myself, live life how I want to on my own terms than work for somebody else. And I'm still trying to figure that out. Like I'm still trying to navigate that. Like honestly, I'm in a place in my life right now, and I've been in this place for years and years, where like I'm just kind of like in my struggle phase. Like my, what did I call it, my midnight phase, where you know I'm going through it, you know I'm struggling, and that's okay because everybody does, you know what I'm saying. But I'm trying to break out of that and get into this new era that you see, my 25 era, where I'm trying to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to become the best version of myself and become the woman that I know little me would want to be. So it's been a struggle, and I feel like picking a career and just kind of figuring out life, especially at the age that I am right now, that will be a whole nother video that I will kind of get into, because there'll be other things that I want to do, other content that I want to post on this channel, and I feel myself getting emotional. So but yeah, it's just like in the life that I'm living right now, it just kind of makes you think like you really got to get on top of it, you know what I mean, because you're getting older, and you know what I'm saying, like you really want to have your ish together, you know, like, you know what I mean. And I feel like I haven't really been doing that these past couple of years up to now. So it's been kind of hard to kind of like navigate that and just kind of figure out life and what I want to do as far as like a career, you know what I mean. Because in my mind, I was thinking that a career is something that I would have to do for the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying. And if they're talking about, oh, it has to be healthcare, it has to be this, that, and third, it's like, what? Ew, like, excuse me. You know what I mean. Like I know where my passions and where my heart kind of aligns, I feel, where I thrive, and even then there could be more outside of that that I don't know and haven't really explored or experienced. But I just feel like I thrive so well with creativity and whatnot. So it's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of tears trying to figure that out, and you know, going into like this new route of me getting into a career and not really wanting to, but at the end of the day, like I don't really have a choice, because I'm not in a position to sit there and be like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, you know what I mean. No, you don't have a choice. You got bills, you got this, you got that, you're trying to get your life together, you know. And honestly, what's pushing me and what's driving me is the fact finance wise, because I'm not where I want to be financially, and I want to be on my pretty girl boss ish, you know what I'm saying. So I can't be the CEO boss that I'm intending to be, you know what I mean, if my money is not straight. So gotta get to the bag, you know. So that's what's pushing me. And I feel like secondly, what's pushing me is my passions and my dreams and what I'm really wanting to do. And the situation that I'm in right now financially is not gonna fund my passions and my dream lifestyle that I want for myself. It's just not. So realistically, getting into a career where I have a little bit of a bigger bag and I can fund my dream lifestyle and, you know what I'm saying, get the things that I prayed for myself and my life, that's also what's motivating me, to be honest. So your girl is gonna start dental assisting school today. It'll be for like 7 weeks, so like mid-December your girl will be in a new career, or your girl will have a career. Hey, clock it. Okay, that's not what y'all be saying, clock it. Okay, but yeah, I'll be like in a new career, manifesting that this whole thing like turns out well and it's a good experience. I think that's why I got so emotional before this video, because it's like this is like a new, I feel like a new, I keep saying era, but like I feel like it's something new that I'm like walking into, and I don't, maybe I'm hella nervous about it, and like life, like I said, is really kicking in for me. But you know, it is what it is. This is part of like the ups and downs that, you know, you go through to evolve, to become a better version of yourself and get to the bag and get to the life that you want. So it is what it is. But today starts today. Like I said, it's for like 7 weeks. That last week is actually like an externship. But it's like Monday through Thursday, and Mondays are always lectures, and then like Tuesdays through Thursday the labs. So the joy. I do feel like I'm a little nervous actually, but you know, all I gotta do is just pray about it and move forward. So yeah, 6 to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So this will be a doozy. Yeah, so there's that. New career coming soon. Another update. Another update. I recently joined a private women's group, okay, which is so crazy because when I moved here last year, I don't even know how I found them, to be honest. I think it was because I, somewhere along the line last year, sometime last year, I had created a LinkedIn account, and I feel like, well, not created because I've been kind of have one, but it was just like, who was really using that? I wasn't. But I guess I took it more serious and I started like building and making connections on there. And so I think that's how I found this private women's group, and I just read about it on the website and I was like, I feel like this is me. I feel like this is where I need to be. This could be like the stepping stone of like the woman that I'm wanting to become. Yes. Yeah, so I applied last year and I got denied. I don't know why. I had got denied. So I was like, oh, okay. I was a little bummed about it because I thought that it would have been like a good opportunity for me. Like I thought it would have been a stepping stone, but you know, all good. So this year comes around and I don't know what it was, but it was like they was having an event that was for non-members and members. So I was like, okay, I feel like I would really like to be a part of this group because, you know, it's for women who are like entrepreneurs and etc. It doesn't have to be like entrepreneur type, but you know what I'm saying, like just women that are like bosses, you know, and they're really trying to like make new connections, meet new friends, like meet like-minded women, you know, and just, you know, attend like private events and just like have a lot of like networking opportunities. So I was just like, I really feel like I need to be a part of this. Like I don't know why, but I was like, I would like to be a part of this. So they were having an event where it was like non-members and members can go, and it was just like, I feel like I should go because I need to show face. I need to show face. Like even if I'm not like a private member, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I need to show my face and be there and be present and meet the CEO herself and get a big toe in there. Yeah, okay, so fast forward, I did, you know, I talked to her and I told her about like the situation, and she told me to apply again and mention in the application that I attended that event that I went to that day. And so I did. I was on that ASAP No Rocky, okay? I was on that. And yeah, like, again, ASAP No Rocky times two, okay? Your girl had got an email that was saying that I was picked for an interview. And so I had an interview with one of the girls that was doing like the whole interview process, and it was like, the interview was supposed to be, I think, like 15 minutes, something like that, and it was just like that, your girl was in there. Won't he do it? Yes, he will, okay? So yeah, I am now a part of this women's private group. I am very excited. There's a private event coming up that's for members, like premium members only, and I'm like so excited about it because this is like something that I've never done before. Like, I've never been able to like be invited and be a part of like private events and functions and whatnot that normally people would not get into. Like, we have to have invites to get to them, and I'm excited because I feel like, again, this is like a new era that I'm like trying to step into, and like striving for that lifestyle and the woman that I want to have and the woman that I want to become. So I'm nervous, but I feel like I'm so excited because it's all about growth. So I'm very, very excited. The invites haven't came out yet, but I'm hoping I get those. I'm gonna get those soon, okay? And I will be taking my sister with me. My mom wanted to go, but she told me to ask my sister if she wanted to go, because honestly, me and my sister do not get out. So yeah, this is another reason why I joined. But hey, you know what I mean? First time for everything. So I am so proud of myself. And I remember like before or like after I applied, or I think before I went to the event, I prayed. After I came from the event and I sent my application in and whatnot, I prayed. And then when I had the interview and I got accepted, I prayed again because I was just, in a sense, like, I just wanted to know, like, if this was something that I should be a part of, like if this was meant to be a part of, if this is meant for me, God, let me know. Okay, sorry guys, my camera overheated, so now it's telling me I gotta hurry up. But yeah, I just kept praying every single time, and eventually when I got in, I had to pray and thank God, because I felt like maybe that was God telling me, yes, Rajanae, this is definitely something that you should be a part of and can be a stepping stone and can guide you to where you're wanting to be and where I see you going. Yay me. Okay, next, y'all, if you guys did not know, I was interning for an event/art curator. Like, I was doing it for like a couple of months. I can't even remember when I started. When did I start? Anyways, I forgot. But I was an intern with for an event curator/art curator. A lot of her events were very much like art based and whatnot. But just recently, like a week or two, maybe 3 weeks or so ago, I don't know, she sent an email out to me and my sister, basically telling us that she was going to let us go and pretty much like get rid of us and not have us be interns with her anymore, because she thought that it would be best if we focus on school and work. So I am no longer interning with her anymore. And you know, honestly, maybe it was about that time, to be honest. Like, I knew that I wasn't going to be doing that forever, but I just didn't know when I was actually gonna like separate myself from that and kind of like do my own thing. But hey, maybe that was a way of God saying, yeah, it's time, baby girl. You know, the people you've met, the experiences that you've had, maybe the things that you've learned and whatnot, like, you did that and your time is up now, so I got other things for you. And you know, honestly, I don't like I wasn't really close to anybody there anyway, but so it's no hard feelings on my end at the end of the day, no matter what. yeah, so whatever, it's no hard feelings on my end. Like, it is what it is. Like, my birthday came shortly after, so yeah, no hard feelings on my end, but it is what it is. Like, you know, I wish her the best on her endeavors, and I hope that she continues to thrive and do big things. But you know, people you meet, experiences, etc., are just for the season. So it was just temporary, and it was probably, again, a stepping stone to get me to where I'm wanting to be. So on to bigger and better things. But what's crazy is, I think around the time she had let us go, or before she let us go, or afterwards, I don't know, but I was on my page and like I saw that there was like an internship. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to speak too early on it, and I'm still deciding if I want to do it or not, and I'm still praying on it. Because I don't know if I should do it, and if it would be right for me. I'm trying to listen out for God and see what he tells me. But it was an internship for, again, I can't say what it is, but yeah, it was an internship, and I kind of want to do it, but then a part of me is kind of like questioning, like, would it be a right fit for me or not? And I just, that irritates me about myself, because I'm an overthinker, a deep thinker. I just, oh my gosh, I think a lot. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a whole lot. And I think that also gets me so frustrated and so emotional, because I have this thing where it's like, if I really want to make sure before I commit to something that this would make sense in my life. Because if not, I don't want to already commit to something and then it doesn't work out the way I thought that it would, etc. Like, I just don't want to sit there and make that mistake and then have to like fulfill it, if that makes sense. So I'm still praying on that. I'm not exactly sure. Like, lately it's still been coming up in my mind, but I don't know. So there's that. Another thing, another update, your girl has went back to church. If I could be completely honest, I did not want to go back. I really didn't. We've always, I don't know, I feel like I've always been that kind of person, especially like talking with my family, that I always just kind of felt like I don't have to physically go to church to have God be in my life and for God to be like a focus in my life. But like, my stepdad, you know, was like, yeah, so we're going back to church, and I'm like, okay, oh wow, okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there were so many just going, I had this feeling like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't really want to be here. I don't want to come. I kind of want to tell him, yeah, no thank you, you know. And I remember my mom was just kind of telling us, like, well, you girls don't have to, you know what I mean, you girls are grown, you're able to make your own decisions, you know what I mean, and do what you want. And a part of me always feels like I don't want to disappoint somebody or hurt somebody or anything like that, but I kind of want to move my own rhythm, you know what I'm saying, like do my own dance. So I was just like, okay, you know what I mean, I'll come when I can. So we went to church the first day, and again I had this feeling of like, okay, hi. And I want to say it was like the second or third time that we went. Like I said, life has been lifing for me, and it's been a lot of ups and downs, so a lot of things have been weighing on me, like on my heart, on my mind, and whatnot. And that, it was crazy, because how it is like, when the service is over, the service is actually really quick, let's start there, but before the service is actually over, they kind of play music in the back, and you know, he'll say something like, you know, the prayer team will come up, and it'll be like 4 or so people, and he'll say, like, if you just need somebody to pray over you, basically they'll be right here. I'm sorry, what is going on? Okay, let me hurry up, because it died for the second or third time. So anyways, there was a lot that was weighing heavy on my heart and whatnot. So the prayer team was up there. He was like, if you need prayer, just don't be afraid to come up. So I kind of waited because I saw 1 or 2 people go up, and something told me I needed to go up and I needed someone to pray over me. So I got up and I went to one of the ladies. I told her what I needed prayer on, and she prayed over me, and I felt like she was saying all the right things. And after that, I gave her a hug, and then I walked back to sit next to my mom. And my mom, like, she either like pat me like on my leg, or she like pat me on my shoulder, and I swear that did it for me, because I cried. Like, I just bawled out crying, and I felt like because it was needed. It needed to happen, and I didn't even realize that I needed prayer. I didn't even realize that that was probably God wanting to talk to me and trying to get through to me, and knowing that I was in a lot of distress emotionally, and just felt like there's somebody here who will pray over you, and I'm here. So there was that. So yeah, your girl has been going to church every now and again, like when I'm not working, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm trying to get God back into the center of my life. And speaking of church, the last update that I'm going to say, because I gotta go get my sister. It's almost 4 o'clock. I have been fasting with my church. It started October 1st. He was like, you gotta fast for food every Wednesday. You cannot eat for 24 hours. And let me tell you, that first day was something, okay? I could have fell out. But I feel like it's gotten a little bit easier as the weeks go on. You know, this week, Wednesday, is the last day of the fast before it's completely over for the month. And I can't even lie to you, I can't wait. I can't wait, because your girl has been struggling, okay? But another thing too that you had to fast from was from social media. Now obviously with food and like social media and stuff like that, it could be modified depending on what you do. If you have any health conditions, if you know what I mean, you have businesses and things of that nature, you can always like modify it. So for me, I have been like staying away from social media for like hours on end, and then getting back on at a certain time. But like I said, like, it's almost over, and your girl's been hanging in there. But you know, I had to remind myself plenty of times that this is for Jesus and it's for me, to get clarity. So yeah, that's the update, guys. Obviously I'm still working on projects, content, brainstorming ideas. Don't ever think that your girl is not doing that, because I am. I also want to say before I get off of here, thank you so much for the love on the covers that I get. Hello, I'm so very grateful and thankful that you guys be loving it, and I be getting subscribers that way. Oh my gosh. Okay, without further ado, because I'm afraid my camera is gonna like overheat again, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hype this video so that it can reach multiple audiences. That would help your girl out, of course. And I want to say thank you for coming onto my channel and coming onto my video, because this is probably your first time here, and you have now been welcomed to my new 20 era now. Bigger and better things are coming. Bigger and better things are going to happen for me, and they're going to happen for you too. And I want you to be a part of this journey and watch me evolve and watch me grow, because I know that it's going to inspire for you to do the same. So yeah, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, again, like, comment, subscribe, and hype. Okay? And yes, I will see you guys soon. Love you.